All right, let's dive into one of the most fundamental, most important building blocks in all of JavaScript, objects. Now, if you've ever found them just a little bit confusing, stick around. We're going to make it all click for you, starting right now.
So let's start with something we all get, online shopping. You're on a website, you find a product you like, and what do you see? You've got its name, its price, a description, right? These are all different pieces of information, but they're all describing that one single item. The magic is in how they're all bundled together.
So that's the big question for us as developers, isn't it? How does JavaScript take all those separate details and group them into one neat, organized unit? And the answer is a feature so core to the language, you'll literally use it everywhere. JavaScript objects. And today, that's exactly what we're going to get comfortable with. So at its heart, a JavaScript object is just a container. It's a way to hold related information. And it does this using a really simple but powerful structure called key-value pairs. Just think of the key as a label, like name, and value as the actual data for that label, like running shoes. Let's make this super concrete with a car. The properties we want to describe, like brand, color, and model, well, those are our keys. And the specific data for each of those, Tesla, Red, and Model 3, those are our values. It really is that simple. Every key gets paired with a value. And here is exactly what that looks like in your code. We create a constant, we'll call it car. Now, see those curly braces? That's what tells JavaScript, hey, this is an object. Then inside, we just list out our key-value pairs. There's a colon between the key and its value and a comma separating each pair. It's clean, it's readable, and all our car's data is right there in one place. Okay, so we know what an object is, but what's the big deal? Why is this concept so absolutely critical? Well, here's the thing. Once you really understand objects, you unlock a much deeper understanding of how JavaScript itself actually works. And here's the big secret. In JavaScript, almost everything is an object. Seriously, that array you use to store a list of things, that's an object. That function you write to do something cool, yep, that's an object too. Dates and so many other things are all just specialized objects under the hood. They are absolutely everywhere.
So at the end of the day, it's all about keeping your code clean. Instead of having a bunch of loose variables scattered all over the place, objects let you group related data into one logical thing. Trust me, this makes your code so much easier to read, to debug, and to manage as your projects get bigger.
Okay, great. We've successfully stored our data inside this nice, tidy object. Now what? How do we actually get that data back out when we need it? Let's take a look at how we access these values. You've got two main ways to get at the data. The first one, and the one you'll see most often, is dot notation. It's simple, just the object's name, a dot, and the key. It's direct and easy to read. The second way is bracket notation, and this one is incredibly powerful. It lets you use a variable or a string inside the brackets to look up a property, which is absolutely essential when you don't know the exact property name until your code is actually running. Let's see it with a quick example using dot notation. If we write console.log car.brand, JavaScript is going to look inside our car object, find the brand key, and just give us back its value. And as you'd expect, the console is going to print Tesla. It's that straightforward. And this isn't just some textbook exercise, you know? In the real world, when you're getting data from somewhere else, like user info from a server or an API, it almost always comes back to you as a JavaScript object. Knowing how to reach in and pull out the exact piece of data you need is a skill you will use every single day. So, that's the rundown on JavaScript objects. They start as a simple way to hold data, but they're really the backbone of the entire language. The main thing to remember is that they bring structure and order to your code. So now I'm curious, think back a bit and drop a comment below. What was the first object you ever created? I'd love to hear about it. Thanks for watching.